Right, good morning. Good morning, Orlando. How you doing? My name is Kevin Kirk. I've been a hairstylist now for over 30 years. And I want to share with you today how to create movement and add and give a difference or change the shape and flow of your client's hair. There's really only three ways that you can, or two ways you can really change, well, three ways you can change your client look and create a newness for them, and that is removing length, create a new fringe, or adding layers. So what we're going to do today is with my beautiful model, she has a situation with like that's very common in the salon, want a new look, but at the same time, she want to maintain a lot of her length, right? So we have I'm pretty sure that's a common situation when you have your client that want a newness, want a new flow, but at the same time, they want to maintain their length and their outer perimeter. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're going to remove some of her length, but we're also going to create some internal movement within the top portion of her hair. All right, we're going to use zigzags. And the reason why we're going to use zigzags because zigzags allow for integration when it comes to your hair cutting. So we're going to be able to bring short and long together in order to create this look. All right. Now, the first thing I want to do though is establish her length. Right. Establish her length. Now, again, she don't want to lose a lot of length, but at the same time, we want to kind of even up her palette and allow her hair to be nice and full, even though we are removing some length. So I want her to stand up, and I want her to look straight ahead. All right, I'm gonna turn her cape around here. Now, I'm turning the cape around, and I'm having her to stand up so I can really look and evaluate where her length is, okay? Take one step forward. Now, I want her to look straight ahead. A lot of times we have our clients to hold their hair down so they can give, so we can have a nice, clean outer perimeter. But sometimes when we do that, we can easily misjudge the length. So I want her to hold her hair straight across, straight up, a natural stance. And I'm going to look and determine what length I want. Now, I'm using, because towards the ends of her hair or her extensions, the ends get kind of thin. So I'm going to look to where it begins to become thin, and I'm going to cut it right above it so that we can have a nice, full outer perimeter. Now, as I'm getting ready to cut, again, I'm evaluating the length of her hair. I'm using my Ghost T9s to come in and to eliminate and to execute the haircut. Now, my Ghost T9s are made of VG10 steel, which is a very high quality, durable shear that will allow me to be able to come in and cut commercial hair without worrying about my shears dulling out. Right, having the right tools allow your job to really um, make your job a lot easier. Because I want to be able to remove her length in a quick fashion, and I also want to execute a nice, clean haircut, I'm using my Ghost T9. My Ghost T9 is allowing me to remove the bulk. I'm cutting it with ease, and I'm also not compromising in the precision of the haircut as I um, remove the remove the length. Now tilt your head down. As I having her tilt her head down, now I can go in and even clean it up a little more. Now that I got my length is established, And again, using my Ghost T9 gives me the ability to cut hair extensions without worrying about damaging my shears. And I want to emphasize on that because in today's market, especially when you're dealing with long length, it's rare that we actually dealing with, human hair that is actually grown from natural human hair that's actually grown from our clients. A lot of clients now, you can have a seat, are using, hold on, let me turn your cape around. They're using hair extension, using wigs, and using weaves in order to curate their look. And we need quality shears and tools, all right, have a seat, that would be able to be performed on natural hair or on hair extensions. All right, now that we have our hair the length that we want, I'm going to go in and I'm going to create some zigzag shapings. I'm going to create some zigzag shapings. And my zigzags are really designed to do one thing, and that is to create some integration within the interior portion of her hair. All right, so now she have hair extensions. So you have to use a little bit of your imagination here. I'm gonna split her hair up because it's nice and thick. And you see how we're going, I went up and I went down, I went up and I went down to create the zigzags. Now I'm gonna also split these off into sections. And by splitting it into sections here, I can line up my haircut. Making sure everything flows together. Give me a second. Let me clean this up just a little bit. I'm gonna make a little ponytails. I was gonna use my clips, but I think it'd be easier for me to use ponytails. Right? And the reason why I'm taking my time and I'm doing the ponytail because I want to make my sections, even though we're working with hair extensions, and it's a lot harder to get clean partings, but I want to make my partings as clean as possible. So by using ponytails, I'm able to clean it up a little bit more than if I just use hair clips. And sometimes, most of the times, taking your time to prepare the hair for the cut is just as important as actually performing the cut itself. All right, so I got three of the ponytails done. Now I'm using my fingers, and we're gonna go in, and we're gonna create some more zigzags. And once I get everything ponytail off, I'm going to show you the design that we are making here. And everything hopefully will make a little sense to you. All right, so again, we're creating like a zigzag ponytail. Zigzag, and I'm using ponytails to separate my sections. Okay. Now, by doing this, what we're going to do is we're exposing this beautiful hair color. All right. Her long layers really have this color covered. What I want to do is create some variations in her length so the color can peek out, and all the hard work that the colorist did will be showcased now. All right, so I'm going to drop the sections. We're going to start off with one of our center ponytails. And I'm combing the hair straight up. How you doing? And we're going to determine our length. Okay, we're going to determine our length. Again, I got you. What I want to do is create some movement in her interior without compromising a lot of length. And I also want to have it where if we want to create some more curls, her curls will last longer and be a little tighter and a little fuller. Now, I also want to do long length, so I'm going to have it increase the length getting longer as the hair fall to the back. So I'm going to angle my fingers up. Using my Ghost T9s, we're going to go in, create a real nice cutting wedge, and we're going to execute this haircut here. Again, I'm cutting in the direction of my fingers, allowing the hair to fall where you can see it's creating some nice layers. It's going to create some real nice layers with this haircut, allowing the hair to be, the color to be exposed. Now that we have our first section cut, we're going to go in and we're going to use the piece of hair that we already cut. Take a section and use it as a guide. All right, combing the hair through, making sure we got working all of our tangles out. Again, I want to angle the hair up so we have increasing layers. I don't know if you guys can really appreciate it, but this is a lot of long, thick, pretty hair. By using our Ghost T9s. Again, they're made of VG10 steel with a Japanese edge design. This is going in and really allowing me to cut this longer, thicker hair and create a really nice precision layers that's going to be that's going to work to free up her hair so the hair color can shine, and also it's going to give a lot of movement and freedom within her look. Right, still taking a section of our previous cut section and use that as my guide. As I'm cutting, I'm also twirling the hair to keep it separated so I know what sections I've already cut and what section that need to be cut. This also later becomes a added benefit when I want to add texture to the hair, that the hair is already that keeping it together. I can make sure that I don't over texturize by texturizing one section multiple times. Again, taking a previous cut section as my guide, making sure this hair, everything is angled up, keeping my section separate, going in and executing the haircut. Once I cut, I keep the section together, so when I go back and texturize, I will not be over texturizing. Cutting weave can be very difficult. What I've noticed lately, a lot of newer hairstylists, they really avoid cutting weave. Instead of them learning to cut in layers, they're using different lengths of hair in order to achieve the movement, which is fine until you get a situation where the length that you have don't necessarily line up. And also, if a person want a particular look, to really get it and master it right, you really have to know how to give them those perfect long layers. And this particular technique really does help because it allows you to give the layers. It also makes it easy. And if you're using the right tools, you don't have to worry about compromising your the haircut or compromising the tool. All right, finding my guide. Here's my guide. I'm going to angle my fingers up so that my layers continue to increase. Taking my ghost T9s, I'm going to put a slight angle on my shears. And this is another common mistake that I see people make. When they cut, a lot of people cut straight ahead, right? When you cut straight ahead, sometimes the hair fold or sometimes the hair push. Has that ever happened to you while you're cutting? The hair folds and push? A lot of times you think it's because the shear may be dull. Sometimes it may be the tension screw needs to be tightened up. All of that can make the hair pull, fold, or push. But sometimes it's just the angle or the type of cutting edge you have on your shears. All shears are not made with the same edge. And a lot of times we don't know, we just buying out of popularity or we buying out of economics. You know, some shears can be costly, and quality shears definitely can be costly. But this particular shear, you get a great value with a high quality. Now, I'm going to angle my blade, right? I'm angling my blade. I'm not cutting it straight ahead. I'm angling my blade. And because I'm angling my blade and I'm going in and I'm only moving my thumb, this is creating the perfect cutting wedge. And with having this cutting wedge, I'm able to go in and really execute this haircut and see how clean that is from the monitor. A nice clean haircut, all right? And you can see how the layers are just falling and it's working with the length that we have already established so we're getting the movement, we're establishing the length, okay? Creating the look that you want without compromising anything. And it's all about having quality tools. I have a saying, buying cheap gets very expensive. You can take $50 and buy you some $50 shares, and every other year you're going to be buying those $50 shares, okay? Or you can save up if need be, invest in some $200 shares, and you might take you 10 years before you get ready to buy another pair. It definitely adds up, but even on top of that, the quality of work that you get will be unmatched compared to using those cheap ones. Now, I'm going in and I want to add some soft texture. By adding that soft texture, you see how before the texture, it clumps, which is nothing wrong with it if that's what you want. But I want a more soft flowing movement. So by going in and using the VG10 finish shears, it allows me to add some softness to it, which is going to help the hair to flow even better than what is flowing right now. So with this, I want to go in. I'm keeping the hair together, and I just want to simply remove some of the bulk. I don't have to do a lot. Sometimes the biggest mistake that we make when we add in texture is that we over-texturize, okay? I don't want to over-texturize her hair. I simply want to soften up her curl and soften up, remove some of the bulk so it can flow more natural. In this section, I'm only going to do one because in the front of the hair, normally it's a little thinner anyway, so I don't have to do a lot. Now in the center and in the back, yes, we may add a little more texture back here because the hair generally is a little more bulkier in the back. So by coming in, I'm coming in. We're going to add a little and add a little bit more. Just to soften up these curls. Again, we have the length that we want with our layers. It's falling and flowing like we want. Now we're just adding that perfect touch. Where this hair also too is a little thicker. And I want to make sure we get a nice flow. I'm going in 1, 2, and 3. But I'm letting my section dictate how much I texturize. Okay. Now, because of, I can see a big difference in her hair and how it's flowing already. All right, can y'all see this? You see how when she first came in, all the color was hitting. Now by adding our layers and texture, we are able to open up, reveal some of the color. Everything, even though we did not do a lot of removing of the length, but we really just making things blend, but we add that flow and we added texture to it, and now the haircut is really doing something. Let's see if we can finish it out here. And as I get ready to style her and finish her out, I want you guys to be mindful. The star of the show is the technique, and there's also the tools that we're using. You can use any pair of shears, any pair. But the truth of the matter is, if you want your work to be easier, if you want to move quicker, then you want to use the best shears. And you want a quality steel so that your shears is durable, all right, and that they last with. I want to make sure I get the best bang for my buck, so I want to make sure that my shear lasts. So I choose to use my Ghost T9s because of the working with commercial hair. The toughness of the steel allows for durability, and it allows for me to be able to execute without compromising my shear. Now, I done had a little fun up here showing you guys how to create layers and movement, and I'm really loving the way the hair is looking, and I'm loving how the hair is flowing. How y'all like to? If y'all like to look, make some noise for this for the layers and the hair color. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, right? Again, all of this is brought to you by Minty Tools. Now, I showed you a little taste of what the shears can do, but we have a whole team, as you can see, with the beautiful hairstyles and the good-looking hairstylists that's going to get up here, and we're going to really share with you what these tools can do when they are behind the right person. Hey, can we cue up the video? Get the video? So, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to amp up the energy. Are y'all ready? We done had a class, but now let's have a little fun. Y'all ready for a little fun? I said, you ready for a little fun? All right, so I'm going to release my model here. Again, these have been the Ghost T9 VG10 shears, creating long layers, flow, texture, and movement. But now we're going to switch gears to Beat the Stage. And Beat the Stage is definitely going to show you what these shears can do. All right? All right, guys, so this Beat the Stage. All right, we got one rule. If the performer do something that you like, all right? Because their job is to come up here and show you what these tools can do. And if they come up here and they're doing something that you like, I want you to come up here and beat the stage, all right? So, first we have coming up. All the way from hot Atlanta. She's one of the baddest young ladies in the business. Let's make some noise for our girl, Miss Lady Locks. All right, everybody, all right? We have Lady Locks up here, and she's showing you how she take her locks and just transform them from one look to another. Again, she's one of the coldest people in the business when it comes to doing locks. She can make locks do whatever she wanted to do. If she visualize it, she can make it happen. Miss Lady Locks is up here and showing you how she's going to transform this hairstyle from one look to another. From being down and smooth to being up and sassy, Miss Lady Locks is going to give it to you. And remember, if you like what you see, hey, go ahead, record, hashtag beat the stage. But make sure you walk up to this stage And y'all beat the stage for Miss Lady Locks. Come on, you want to do it? Come on, do it. Beat the stage for Miss Lady Locks right here, baby. Beat the stage.
Ready?
All right, and joining Miss Lady Locks. This is one of the young talents from Birmingham, Alabama. She is a new phenom. Please welcome to the stage my girl, Miss Deja Miles. Let's go, let's go. Miss Deja is showing you how she's gonna work it on out. Again, going in. Revealing the hair color as she cut her layers right now. Miss Deja said, I might be young in the industry, but my skills are old. She ain't shamed, she ain't scared to show you what she got, and she's ready to put herself on the stage. Again, if you like what you see, beat the stage. If you want to be a part of the platform, I want you to go to beat_the stage on IG. Beat_the stage on IG. Like and follow. And then hit us up and tell us, hey man, I want to be on that platform with you. This is what Beat the Stage is all about. This is what Pure Natural Minty Tools is all about. We have booth 3136. If you want to see hairstylists have some fun and show off their skills, then you need to come over here right now. This is amazing work right now. We got some hot hair cutters, and we got Miss Lady Locks is just up here transforming these beautiful, gorgeous locks on her good-looking model. Let's give it up one more time for Deja Miles of Birmingham, Alabama. You can find her at Deja Vu Styles. And let's give it up for our girl, Lady Locks. What's your IG? Your IG.
Oh, Miss Lady Locks.
And you can find Miss Lady Locks on IG as Miss Lady Locks. All right. Next we have coming up, all the way from Sparta, Georgia, my man, Ashton Moss. Call him the hair homicide. And joining him is Anthony Phillips, switching from being a model to being a performer. Again, we're going to give you everything. We're going to give you styling. We're going to give you haircuts. We're going to give you barbering. Whatever you want, we got it right here on this stage. You better show off them shears, Ashton. You better show off them shears. Ashton here, he said, I'm finna show you how he became a Beat the Stage champion. He's gonna show you how he became one of Bronner Brothers' hair battle competitors. Ashton Moss, he is known for doing phenomenal haircut and phenomenal color, and you can see exactly how he built his reputation right here and right now. Again, if you like what you see, come up here and beat the stage for me, because I see two talented individuals going off right now. Anthony is showing you how to use these clippers and make these clippers do what it do, baby. Again, all of these amazing tools are available to you right here at the booth. If you want the best clippers and the best shears and the best texturizers in the business, I'm going to need you guys to see us right over there at our booth so you can take some home with you. We are cutting fast, but we're also cutting with precision. We're cutting with accuracy. We're doing real haircuts in 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't take all day. You just need the right tools so that you can let your talent really shine. Let's beat the stage for Anthony and the hair homicide here. Come on in, guys. Come on in and show some love. Show some love for the mustache barber Anthony Phillips and the hair homicide out here just killing hairstyles and killing the look right now. My man Ashton Moss. You can find him on IG at the hair homicide. And you can find the whole team at beat_the stage. Beat_the stage. Make sure that you follow us on IG. Precision hair cutting. Precision hair cutting done in a short record time. Ashton is making light work of this bob. He making light work of this bob. Yes, he is. He's making light work of this bob. Yes, he is. Let's go. Show him how to do it. Show him how to do it. And Anthony is right there with him, right there with him. He's like, I'm a barber, but I got skills with clippers. I got skills with shears. Put me on the stage and put me in the game, coach. And he's representing for all the barbers in the industry right now. Again, this is Beat the Stage, a platform where all can shine. Let's go. We got the bad business. Hey, speed it up a little bit. Speed the music up again. Give it a little more fast tempo music. All right. All right, all right. And the next, we have two more talented stylists about to take this stage. They say you say the best for the last, and that's what we did right here. Everybody's top notch, but we got two showstoppers about to hit the stage right now. Coming all the way from Birmingham, Alabama. She is one of Bronner Brothers' former hair battle champion. We call her the showstopper because when she get on the stage, she just totally rips it up. Welcome to the stage, our girl, Tammie B. All right, and also joining the stage with Tammie B is another Bronner Brothers hair battle champion. This is Pretty Ricki from Arkansas. Pretty Ricki from the Rock. Let's go. Now I'm gonna need for you guys to give them some energy and show them some love. This is Beat the Stage, baby. This is Beat the Stage. This is the platform where hairstylists come out so they can have opportunity to show everybody who they are and what they're working with. Remember, if you like what you see, if you like what you see, then come and beat the stage, baby. Beat the stage. Making light work of this hair. These are cutting tools that give you luxury, performance, and power. Luxury, performance, power, all in one tool. Everything that you want, everything that you need in your tools, from the right clippers, the right trimmers, to every shear that you want. If you need a shear to remove bulk, then you want to use ours. If you need a shear for precision, slide cutting, gliding, then guess what? We have them here at our booth right now, the Mentee booth, the Pure Natural booth, booth 3136. Come and get the cutting tools that you need in order to be the hairstylist and the barber that you desire to be. This is hair cutting at its rawest. This is performance at its rawest. These ladies are up here and they're cutting and they're making light work of some really thick hair. They're debulking. You see the layers popping. You see the colors popping. You see the talent being shown right here and right now. I don't understand why y'all not beating the stage for these people. Because how it goes, if you like what you see, then I'm gonna need for you guys to come and beat the stage. Y'all need to be up here beating the stage for these people right now, because they are cutting up some hair right now. They are cutting up some hair. It's getting hot up in here. It's getting hot we are in hot Orlando, and they burning up the stage right now. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. Beat the stage, baby. Beat the stage. Come on in, come on in, come on in and see the talent. Come on in and witness the artistry on our booth 3136, showing you how to make these shears and make these clippers sing, baby, on some hair. Oh man, I'm loving what we're seeing right now. This is the Ghost T9 shears being put to proper use. These are the Damascus Elite. If you're looking for the top-notch shears in the business, the Damascus Elite is the shear for you. Again, you can do point cutting, you can do slide cutting, you can do notching. Whatever cutting technique you desire, you can accomplish it with your Damascus steel. Made out of Damascus Elite, made of Damascus steel. Everything is done right here, live for you at Beat the Stage. We're showing you how to cut with them. We're showing you how to perform with them. We're showing you how to make love to the hair on stage live at the Orlando booth right here, right now. I see some amazing talent. I see some beautiful hairstyles all before your very eyes right here at booth 3136. Let's go. Y'all make some noise for these talented performers on the stage right now. Make some noise. All right, let me get all my other performers back up here. We're getting ready to wrap it up. Make some noise for the hair homicide, Ashton Moss. Make some noise from Beja Miles of Birmingham, Alabama. Where is the mustache barber, Anthony Phillips? Where you at, Anthony? Where you at? Anthony, where you at? Ant. Make some noise for Miss Lady Locks. For Miss Lady Locks right here. Give it up for Miss Tammie B from Tammie B Studios. And give it up for Pretty Ricki. Miss Pretty Ricki right here. I'm your boy, Kevin Kirk. This is Beat the Stage. We appreciate y'all time, and we will be back at 1 o'clock. So be back here with us. Thank you, guys.